Now, this is a disgusting, very dark hanging. Okay? You know?
Someone says comedians just want their tweets embedded in Brody articles. That's probably true.
You've got that. You've got a lot of stuff here. Now, I'm not saying they didn't feel sadness. Brian Redband is definitely very, very sad about this. But if I were Brian Redband and I was so sad, I don't think I'd be posting 3 or 4 episodes of Kill Tony on YouTube. I mean, this was a regular on Kill Tony, and like the minute he died, there's like a new episode of Kill Tony popping up on YouTube. So Brian Redband is doing all. Can't you just tell? Hey, I'm taking a day off.
They're doing a positivity-only episode of Kill Tony
really?
In his memory.
Is this true?
Mm-hmm.
They're about to? They're going to?
They're going to.
Wow. And they're out in London. They're having fun. They're making jokes. They're drinking. They're not remembering him. They're being weird, man. They're being fucking weird. Let's remind people who this is. And this was really savage. Let me show you this. The minute he died, one of somebody who listens to Red Bar, I'm not going to call him one of our guys, but you've seen this guy around. He's got an account. I don't know who this is. I have a few suspicions, but there's an account on Twitter, a fake account called Gino Bino Discante. This is savage as fuck. This might be the edgiest thing I've seen in 5 years. At least it felt like that. The day of his death, the minute of his death. And when I say, you know how like edgy has lost all of its steam? You say, oh, that's edgy. You're usually being sarcastic. This is what the word edgy originally meant. And Gino Bino Discante, which is a parody account of Gino Bisconte, posted this the minute of his death. Tony Hinchcliffe was spotted just the other night telling Brody is my friend, that's his name on Twitter, to fuck off after Brody exposed Tony for stealing his cadence. This is not okay. Brody's blood is partially on Tony's hands. Usually I would go over the line. The guy just fucking died, and now you're tormenting his friends by saying Tony Hinchcliffe, who is a close personal friend of Brody's, is responsible. Jesus. And then they linked this video from years ago of Tony and Brody having this terrible argument. We played this video on the show. I'll show you this video that they linked. But to the unknowing passerby, you're seeing this video, you actually think, oh, this was last night right before Brody's death. Holy fuck, Tony drove him to kill himself. That shit is, I'm going to say, that's what they meant by the word savage when they say it. That's what they meant when they say brutal, bro. I will give this an okay. Usually I'm like, whoa, little over the line. This was right over the line in the perfect spot because it's set up so beautifully, and these are all comedians, and it's like, wow, that's really actually funny. Let me show you the video that they're talking about here. This is Tony arguing with comedian Brody Stevens. Of course, it's from like last year. But imagine if you saw this thinking it was the night before Brody.
You guys ready for some more comedy?
Brody hung himself. Well, let me show you just the video version that they posted on the tweet, actually. We might go back to that. Let's check it out.
Walking out.
Jeez, is that loud?
The other one's really long.
Yeah, the other one's really long. So this is the one from the tweet. So people are searching Brody Stevens, and they see that tweet saying, uh-oh, Tony got in a fight with him just last night.
Walking out.
You're Brody, and I dismissed you, and you should...
You dismissed me? What are you, my fucking teacher?
Yeah.
No.
I am.
Tony, you're out of line.
Okay, walk away, Brody. I guess we're not...
Oh, come back. Come back then. Okay.
Go ramble to your followers.
So, Tony,
but
you...
walk away from me.
So, Tony, you're telling me... I film my set all the time. I've never had somebody
get out
say...
of the room after you bring up the next guy. Get out of the room.
Didn't I get out of the room? I was leaving.
And I was telling...
So they're arguing about, Brody was like hosting at the Comedy Store, and he was filming his set, and then he introduced Tony, but I guess the camera was still rolling for a little bit, and Tony got very, very upset that Brody was filming him live, so they had this epic argument. Remember, we watched this whole tape. It was great. What a great tape.
Telling you to leave.
And don't fucking tell me to leave.
Then just leave.
No.
Don't film your set. You're not filming.
You can't tell me. I didn't film
Tony looking like Revenge of the Sis's avatar in this video.
your set.
Yes, you did.
Tell me if they heard one of your fucking jokes.
Yeah, they
Look at that. Mike Shield. You ever met that guy running around?
did.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, you don't even know it, but they did.
They didn't hear your joke, Tony. You were out
It's
of
not about
line.
joke, it's about cadence, it's about performance.
Yeah, you stole my cadence. Everybody says it.
Yeah, that's the dumbest thing ever.
Well, you do.
Watch me. I'm up there whispering.
Wow, so yeah, to pass by that on Twitter and think that that was the last thing that happened in Brody's life before he took it would be shocking. And I just think to involve Tony with that on the day of his good friend's death is fucking brutal, bro. You know, this is still a death. Here's a reply here, the first reply. That was 2 years ago. FOH. What does that mean? I'm not familiar with that one.
Fuck out of here.
Really?
Yep.
Look at this one. This guy goes, yep, he knew Brody had mental health problems. So that's good. Kevin Fergakis, obviously, in here. He goes, wow, this is dark. R.I.P. Brody. Sad this happened. That's it. It's only got 14 likes, 150 views. So this didn't take off. This could have went viral, man. Maybe people could still retweet and share this. And I love that it's coming from Gino Disconte, so maybe comedians will think that's actually Gino or something.
Yeah.
Get
his
mad at
handle is
him,
bald,
so there's a lot of-
Gino Discount.
I love this. This is what you would call online vandalism. And I'm into it. I'm into that because that was smart. That was nicely done. So he did the suicide. He hung himself. He had been suffering with some mental problems for a long time. Everybody knew that. I mean, that wasn't any sort of secret. He even had like a mini documentary series, I think on HBO or something like that, showcasing his mental struggles and him going off meds, on meds, stuff like that. Let's see these. These are the obits from the comedians. Here's one. Here's Josh Denny, everybody. Everybody, Josh Denny. Here he is. Brody Stevens had a unique... He did not know Josh Denny, by the way. No. They had never even met. Brody Stevens had a unique ability to make you feel like a rock star the first time he met you. He always made you feel happy. He was such a good, positive, genuine, hilarious, selfless person. And I'm sad that we ran out of time to make him feel as good as he made us feel.
Oof.
That is a lie and a joke. What do they say? Gee, the fuck out of here. What do they say? Get the fuck out of here.
FOH.
FOH. Yeah, you've never met him, Denny. Okay? Never, ever, ever. Jeff Leach. Red Bar Fool Jeff Leach was sobbing here. This is the report. I didn't see this. Jeff Leach on IG sobbing like a baby live right now. This is interesting. Does anyone have the video of this? By the way, this would be an outstanding video to watch. Oh my God. People in the chat being very funny right now. You don't like this stuff? Someone says, I hate these. Here's Jeff Leach. You can see he's crying. Barely, again, did not know Brody at all. But there was something that happened with Jeff Leach. I guess someone messaged him. Wow, this gets even more vicious and savage. Okay, look at this. Someone messaged Jeff Leach while he was crying on Instagram. So this is a DM to him. And they say, Tony Hinchcliffe bullies Brody throughout his life and career. And Jeff Leach responds, I don't know the ins and outs of their relationship. As far as I knew, though, they were friends, and their dynamic was probably understood as humor. It was more the pain. Wow, okay, wait, what I'm about to read you is sick. You need to pay attention to this. This is why I want to make it clear. Listen, I am not for, well, this is going to sound contradictory to everything you know about me. I am not for deaths. I'm your average human being, and I have that thing built in like we all do, where it's like, Okay, everybody's got to live.
People think you're for deaths.
They might.
I hope not.
So, remember, we're not doing this to shit on a death. We're doing this because we have a lot of our crooked guys doing some sneaky deaky stuff, using this man's death, this poor man's death, as a stepping stone to network and put themselves in the spotlight. At least that's how I see it. And many of my good friends see it like that too. Okay? So don't come at me. But I found something here that's really disgusting. In fact, whoever posted this, I think Xander was involved in this. He's involved in a lot of stuff. I might want to hire Xander, okay? I don't even know if I have the money to pay a guy like Xander to do the work he does. It's so good. It's so thorough. One of our listeners there. All right, so let's go back to this message again. And what you're about to witness here is a mass manipulation of the people. One of the most crooked lines I've seen all semester. We're breaking down the show into semesters now. No more season. The S stands for semester 17. Okay? So, look at this. He messages Jeff Leach. Jeff Leach was crying and says, Tony Hinchcliffe bullies Brody throughout his career and life. And Jeff says, I don't know the ins and outs of their relationship. As far as I knew, though, they were friends and their dynamic was probably understood as humor. Now, this is where it gets really, really fucking scary. Jeff says this. It was more the pain he felt receiving hatred online by complete strangers that twisted his soul. Wow! Conclusionary! Conclusionary! Let me explain what's happening here. Somebody's bothering Jeff Leach about this. They show him the Tony Hinchcliffe video as a goof. Jeff Leach is crying, but decides to say this. It was more of the pain he felt receiving hatred online from complete strangers that twisted his soul. Wait. Who told you that? I've never heard Brody complain about haters online. Ever. And I've watched hundreds of hours of the man speak. Never heard him complain about haters online. You guys don't talk. I've never seen Jeff Leach and Brody in the same room.
That's pretty fucking sick to pretend that the reason he committed suicide is because of your issue that you want to get across.
So you're trying to tell this online troll who's bothering you right now, you're trying to manipulate this online troll into thinking, oh, people like you bothering me could lead to suicide. Do you see what he's doing there? Brody had never said anything like that.
He would never.
But Jeff Leach is using that to get the trolls to back off him. That's fucking twisted. They're saying, hang yourself, Jeff.
No, okay.
Die. That is what Jeff said. These are quotes from Jeff. Fuck Jeff. Comments twist souls. Grow up and get a boyfriend, Leach. He has flabby arms. More reason to do it. No. So Jeff took this man's death and tried to use a fake assumption to get trolls to back off of him. Wow. Really fucking sick. I mean, that's disturbing. That's bad. You know, this is why we're showcasing the death. Okay, yeah, look. Twisted his soul. What a drama queen. Was there more? I think there was a few more. Yeah, look at this. So he replies back, have you seen this? I feel bad for Brody, but even worse for Tony. They did not get along, and Tony must be feeling very bad for his actions, and it's a link to the video. I wonder, did this video receive more views? The Tony argument video. Did it get more views after the death? Let's see what it's up to. Wow, it did. Now, I don't know. I tuned into this video late in the day, but this thing's got 10,000 more views than it did yesterday. So people are seeing it. This is amazing. So on the wake of Brody Stevens' death, at least 10,000 people went and tuned into the argument that shows Tony Hinchcliffe driving a dagger into the soul of his good friend Brody Stevens. That's the kind of stuff I want to see following a death. That's perfect. I wonder who drew attention to that. I wonder if it's if it was from us. What are these that you're... Oh, Tony's posts. Yeah, we're not going to even show it. Tony Hinchcliffe did about 7 pages. But again, these guys were good friends. You can't mock this stuff. Was there anything in here? Here's Tony Hinchcliffe's
haven't read
post.
it.
Yeah, I haven't read it either. But I mean, to deny that these two weren't good friends would be not the truth. So it's okay. It's okay. The worst ones are from like people like Jeff Leach, Ben Glebe, you know, people that treated him like shit. Even though Tony did, you know, a lot of Tony's cadence is from Brody. A lot of it. Yeah. You know, there was a good couple of years. Oh, look at this. Here's more of that Jeff Leach. So the Jeff Leach argument continues here. So Xander sends Jeff Leach that video, and Jeff Leach says, haven't watched it, nor do I want to. I want to celebrate his greatness right now, rather than dive into negativity that he experienced. Of course. Really, you don't want to watch the one time he fought from 3 years ago on the day of his death? Let's see. Yeah, do we have a rip of the Leach video? Here's Jeff Leach again.
That's the guy who dressed up as Jeff Leach for
that's
Halloween.
wow. That is so spot on. That is actually a Red Bar listener dressing up like Jeff Leach is a joke. I really thought that was him.
I know. Amazing job.
Gino is flat broke. Gino ain't got no money. Flat broke. He's always looking so damn crummy. Flat broke Gino. Ain't nobody think he's funny. He can't move out of the projects 'cause Gino is flat broke.